The cursed mother! Oh, okay, okay, right then. I see. So we've got ourselves a night wraith or something here, haven't we? Oh my god, if there was ever a battle to test one's patience, that was the battle. Oh, so we got a wyvern. How dare you? What the f... Hello everyone, it is the Almighty Jeff, and this is episode 182 of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, or part 16 of the Hearts of Stone DLC. Yes, I started counting again, aren't you lucky? In the previous episode, we returned to Olgierd and told him that we had managed to recover, was it Maximilian Basardi's house, which was like a little ornament, basically, which was holding the will of the Basardi brothers, which, of course, the heist was all about, really. And we were given his last wish, which he's being very, you know, sort of secretive about, and I think it's to recover a velvet rose that he'd given to one of his exes, or his ex-wife or something like that. Doesn't tell us where she is or anything like that. It's just sort of forever wish, but we'll be working on that in the meantime. We went to Shani and we beat her at Gwent. We then wrapped up the other quest we picked up, Avid Collector, where we basically sold the painting that we acquired at the auction to a guy in Novigrad. We dismantled the Count Romilly figurine, I think is what his name was, and found instructions into finding how to find a secret treasure, which was at the, the Arnskron Castle ruins, and when we were there we actually ended up battling an ancient Leshen and finding another treasure, and also a storyline involving them kidnapping young maidens basically and trying to ransom them for money because they were bankrupt, and that didn't go too well, and then the Leshen had basically killed them all, so we cleared all that out and it was lovely. And then I think we picked up a diagram for the weird concealment kit, which doesn't actually conceal you from anything, and then we picked up another couple of rogue trophies involving us beating someone at Gwent with a total value of 187, I think you've got to win a round with, and then also to hit 3 arrows back into the guy's face. So yeah, anyway, that's enough of a ramble. We are in Upper Mill at the moment, and the plan is today we are going to be trying to clear out as many of the locations as we've got left. We do not have a lot, and we have no more side quests, and we have got basically I think 2 more treasure hunts that we've not picked up yet, so hopefully we'll get those 2 done today as well. So we're at the old chapel in Brunwich. I don't know when we came here because we've got it marked but we've not got it cleared, so there's a note here. The Oxenford Curie of the Church of the Eternal Fire hereby grants a dispensation from the duty of conducting worship in the Chapel of the Eternal Fire to the residents of the following villages: Brunwich, Erde and Heddle. For reasons as yet unexplained, foul powers have overtaken these villages' holy sites, befouling the Church's majesty and tainting its sacred ground. Until professional exorcists can be summoned, the above-listed settlements are advised against visiting their cemetery and the adjacent chapel. Father Wilhelmius Ear, Office of the Oxenford Curia. So we've got ourselves a situation going on here. Apparently there's some disturbance on the ground. Some ghouls. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, so we've got a wraith. A few wraiths.
No choice.
Don't seem to bother the peasants, do they? They're all walking about as normal. So as I show up, they all get angsty. How dare you? That's incredibly rude. Oh my word. Will you stop backing up, please? Oh my word. Oh god. This is not my finest performance, I'll admit that straight up. Oh my... Can you give over, please? I got one of them down. It's 2 down. Villain number 3, please. Don't want you to disappear from me. That ain't how we go. Okay, is that it? Is that it? Is that what you're all making a fuss about? Couple of wraiths, schmaiths. Yes, that's locked. Key required. Oh wait, there's something here. Store diary of Father Gladefried. Journal is covered in blood, heavily damaged. Only last page can be made out. My wanderings for the fire's glory next took me to preach to Brunwich. The village curled round the lake, and lo and behold, what did the most holy flames illuminate for me there? A hive of hardened heathens, too lost in sin to lift a cursed finger to care for the hearth of the eternal fire. Filled with the divine wrath, I asked them, "Why is your chapel in such a sorry state? Why is your cemetery all covered in weeds?" Their response, "Ghosts, curses fallen upon hallowed ground. They blame it on the alderman's wife. Say she went mad from riches and illegible fragment." And ever since that tragedy, chapels laid in ruins, with no one daring to go near. So the task falls on me to guide these foolish lost sheep back to the righteous path and away from the rubbish they believe. I intend to enter the chapel alone, armed only with a torch, the eternal flame to light my eternal fire, to light my path, and see just what lurks inside. Cursed chapel. Okay, well that's one of the treasure hunts. So yeah, it took me an embarrassingly long time to find. Right, let's have a look, shall we? Let there be light. Beliefs of Skellige Druids. The disciples of the Owl's local pantheon are not the sole spiritual devotees in Skellige, for some Druids also call the archipelago home. Yet there is no cause for the conflict, for phrase adherents in the Druid circle coexist and treat each other with great respect. What welds these two faiths together? A common worship of the divinity found in the earth, fertility, love, and birth. To the Druids, men form a part of nature and should treat the world around them with the utmost respect. They hold that since nature gave life, the most precious gift to humans and the other civilized races, they should live in harmony with her, yielding their will to hers. Druids are seen as wise men and priests and are held in high esteem by society. They act as spiritual guides, herbalists, and alchemists. Skellige seek their counsel in times of trouble, summon them when ill, and ask them to settle thorny conflicts. Like their continental brethren, the Druids of Skellige have a circle, an area set aside in their holy grove where they assemble, meditate, and study sacred tomes. Many Druids are capable of wielding magic. Okay. I think whatever's haunting down here is going to be too happy they're just losing everything. The Cursed Mother! Oh, okay, right then. I see. So we've got ourselves a night wraith or something here, aren't we? Come here. I've fought many of you. Get over here. Oh dear. Come on. Oh my word. You stay in the circle, please. Get over here. Can you stop doing that, please? It's quite frustrating. Come on. That's it, right in the circle. Right in the circle. That's how you do it. Okay. There is no need for behaviour like that. Okay. You have slain the Cursed Mother. Nothing particularly of interest. Yeah? Okay. So Eadbert's farewell note. I've not left not a blooming thing. All I can do now is pass on my family's tale of horror and woe, then pass on myself soon as I've written it all up in this letter. Seems a faded dream now, but there were a time where we were happy. My beautiful wife, Ornesta, and myself, we were married in high style with a fitting feast. Then a year later, our dear moo-rder was born. Folk praised the wean's beauty, said she was a spitting image of her mum. Ornesta'd get all cross when they talked like that, but I paid it no heed at the time. Soon enough our family grew. First Matilda, then Ethel came into the world, both fair as angels. But Ornesta, well, I'll never forget the eve she sat there, combing her long chestnut hair while the girls cried and cried. I said to her, "Love, I reckon the lasses are hungry." That's when she lashed out at me for the first time, said they'd not right to be hungry, they'd stolen her beauty and youth, there should be more than enough to feed on. That should be more than enough to feed on. I should have known it then. I should have guessed madness had burrowed into my love's head, and every compliment passed to her lass's beauty made it burrow even deeper. Year by year the young ones grew taller and more lovely, but time's not so kind to the old, and Ornesta weren't spared its cruelty, which took her skin in spring and its sheen of youth. One night I was awoken by a startling moon which lit all the world in an eerie glow. I looked around the hut and saw it was empty. I ran out the door and followed a set of bare footprints leading to the cemetery by the chapel. Seeing that, my heart jumped into my throat. I found them all three lying around the fountain. Were I not been their father, I'd never have recognised them. Deep gashes mutilated their fair faces. Strips of skin and hunks of flesh were strewn all about. As I stood beholding this butchery, I had the feeling someone was watching me, and I weren't mistaken. Onesta stood there on a stool by a lone tree. She had a rope draped around her neck like some demonic necklace. They took it from me, all of it, all I had, all I cherished, she said, and then she jumped. She's dead. My Onesta, my 3 daughters, dead as well. I'll soon join them. I've taken all I have and gave it to the gods. Perhaps they'll forgive me and my beloved Onesta. Jesus H. Christ. That is dark. That's just a little bloody treasure hunt on the side as well. You know, there's so much to this game that is sort of buried within these side missions that I can imagine not that many people are interested in. Like, even like last episode when we went to go to that abandoned castle with Count Romilly and all that. Like, it's messed up. But there you go, it's like another little bit of detail in this game, which makes it the reason why I love it so much. Anywho, right, that's over and done with. Let's head on to our next stop, and in fact, before I forget and I regret it later, we'll make a save. So in case I get thrust upon by another cursed mother, and it kills me, I don't have to redo the first battle again. Although saying that, I finished the quest, so I don't think it should lead me on. That's more Fallen Knights. Again, this is working towards a trophy, isn't it? Killing all the camps. Hey. Hey, listen. If this was last episode, I'd have been deflecting all those arrows back at you. Although they'd have probably killed me. Because took a fair amount of hits from those guards in White Orchard. Even though they were quite low damaging. And I was playing on easy. Okay, can you stop? I'm working on another target. Oh god, I've got the wrong spell. I don't imagine Aiden's going to do much to these guys. Oh dear. Oh my word, he got split in two. Sliced in twain. Drop that shield, you son of a gun. There you go. Awa. And awa. And awa. And awa. Alright. Done and done. Hey, Peter's log. That makes 3 days we've been stationed here in Dead White Wood. It is a gravely important mission, and that's what the commander told us. We only send the best of the best to Dead White Wood. Those were his words. I'm damn proud. Strange enough, there ain't many trees around and not a corpse to be seen. Maybe the master's information was out of date and the peasants have felled the whole wood. Thomas says it's because we went the wrong way, but he can't read nor write, so I'm not about to trust him. I'm going out to scout around a bit myself after dinner today. I want to drop a map of these lands, because the commander didn't give us one. When I get back to the main headquarters, I'll write up everything all nice and proper. Peter Ney here. Okay. What's in the chest? Oh, a diagram. Lovely. Alright, that's another site taken care of. I don't think we've got too many more of these. I think maybe another 2, possibly, after this one. Not 100% sure, so it doesn't really matter. We'll find out once the achievement pops. And there are actually only a couple more, aside from doing these side missions in Quest, that we can actually get at the moment, and we will probably be getting those this episode. Okay, so let's got something down. Should I clear the? Yeah, I'm going to clear the top half first. I'll head over to the Garin estate, and I'll see when we get there. All right, guys. Seem to have Endriggers going on over here. Quite a low level. I'm sure it's going to be a lot. When we deal with the Endrigger Queen, it's probably going to be a lot more. I'm just going to meditate, get ourselves back up to snuff, and then Save over it. Right, let's carry on. Yeah, monster nest. Oh my word. Oh, it's an arachnamorph. So it's not Endriggers. They work together, arachnamorphs and Endriggers? Well, they're sort of the same... let's say, the same order. Not the same species, though. Can you stop? Of course. Right, you know what? Who's having a go? Right, come on. Come on, then. Come on. Bloody skittish things, aren't you? That's one down. Oh, bloody hell. Come on. It's taking its while to reload. Oh, but what? What? There'll be none of that. None of that. Just that bloody kicked up. What is going on? I don't even see any of this happening. All of a sudden, I've just found myself covered in bloody webs. Oh my word! Who keeps doing this? Very annoying. Stop it now. Don't be globbed. Oh my word, I'd have done this half an hour ago if it weren't for all these buggers kept running away from me. Accept your punishment! Oh yeah, that's right. Back off. You got caught on the bloody tree then, didn't you? Didn't you, you silly goose? Oh, I've brought my bloody sword. I haven't brought my sword already. Oh my word, I'm on death's door. Big bugger's dead. We done? Let me O'Reilly. You keep back there if you know what's good for you. I have no quarrel with you. If you get in my business again, I will set your ass on fire. It's just the way it goes. I'm an important witchering business.
Best destroyed with a dancing star or grape shot.
Oh, hell yeah. Where are these bastards? No siree. Phew. The nerve, the nerve. Right, okay. Where's our next stop? Just a little bit up this way. There's just two more locations. Well, actually, no, there's, I suppose, it's sort of useless me putting a number on it. Come on, you.
Come on.
There we go. See if we can at least clear off these northern areas.
Giving me no choice.
You stay away, Mr. Bear. Right, what do we have up this way? A live-old cleric, the guarded treasure. Oh, it's a golem. Hello, Mr. Golem. What should we use with you? Maxie? Okay, you take a fair bit of swiping, don't you? Ooh. Okay, perhaps we should use Art. Oh my, okay. This is not really doing any damage, is it? It's doing a fair amount to me, though. Goddamn. Oh my god, if there was ever a battle to test one's patience, that was the battle. That took me so long to do, and not just the actual winning fight as well, which took about, must have been about 6 or 7 minutes just to slowly whittle his health down to naught. Which I was using everything in my arsenal to do that. I've basically swapped out the cat potion for Thunderbolt, which increases your attack power. I was throwing Dimeterium bombs at him. I was using the Ogroid oil on my sword. Didn't happen, you know, it didn't help that my sword broke halfway through the fight. So yeah, that was literally just a trial and error. Use Quen, dodge his attacks, get a few swipes in, and eventually you'll take him down. But that must have been my 4th or 5th try as well. And I got him really close to the end on many of those occasions, so that's fun. Anyway, he's got bloody Journeyman's Weapon Repair Kit. Could have done that in the middle of the battle, but whatever. Igor Desard's journal. Notebook documenting research undertaken for the dissertation on the workings and construction of golems based on the work of Master Alzur, written by Igor Desard, a student of the Barnard Academy. Only a portion of these notes have survived. Day 134, I came across the remains of a destroyed golem in the swamps outside Vizima. Words cannot describe the rage that overcame me. The brickmakers who keep a settlement nearby told me this act of vandalism was perpetrated by some white-haired witcher. I had heard the members of the guild were vile horses. Oh, so that's what we did back in Witcher 1, wasn't it? 163. The idea struck me that I might find something of use in the Oxenford's Academy archive. I managed with great difficulty to cross the Pontar, but once in Oxenford I met with an unpleasant surprise. The academy has been closed. Luckily I was able to gain entry thanks to the help of a professor acquaintance of mine, thank you, Slavoy. I thus was able to dig out a few dust-covered beauties, and Eureka. Near the village of Heddle there's a tower which purportedly once served as a workshop to none other than Master Alzur himself. 164. I made it to the tower. It's inhabited. A rather eccentric gentleman has made it a roost for his flock of harpies. I saw him feed their chicks pork. Inconceivable, but let's return to our core concern. The tower which this loon has turned into a harpy nest truly might have once been Alzur's workshop. That means this might be the very place where he conducted his research into golems. 165. It's here, standing motionless in a stone circle. The local peasants think it's merely a strangely formed boulder. Then again, how could such bumpkins ever guess the passive masterpiece of magic construction on their way to feed their chickens? I've already fastened a lightning conductor. It's a shame there are no druids nearby. If I hadn't slept through my course on meteorological magic, I'd summon a storm myself, but as it is, I can only wait patiently or otherwise. 171. Been sitting on these cold stones waiting for a change in the weather so long my bowels have almost frozen. But it's finally here. I must stop writing now, for drops are falling on my notebook and smearing my notes. Thus rumblings of thunder sound in the distance. I cannot contain my excitement. Soon the golem shall live again. Well, thanks a lot, you douchebag. He was a pain in the ass. Right, okay, how many bad places? So we've got one up here. So, I'm going to head here, ultimately. First of all, I'm going to get myself cleaned up, basically. Restocked, repaired, and all that stuff. So I'll see you in a moment. Alright guys, I've just popped by Novigrad and got everything healed up and sold off that I need. More wraiths, of course. Thankfully these guys seem quite tame in comparison to some of the struggles that I've had in this episode so far. It's not been easy on me, has it? Okay, that was it apparently. You may return to your homestead. There we go. You shall all name your next born children Geralt, whether male or female. I don't care. 150 XP though. That's nice. That's very nice. Let's check it down here first. I didn't thoroughly search the place. I was pretty much immediately attacked by wraiths, so. There's lots of little nooks and crannies in this DLC so far in terms of additional like notes and stuff, but no, nothing there. Okay, well let's see if there's anyone in the settlement that's worth talking to. Going back this way. Am I going the right way? I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Anyone around?
Run! Run away!
Why? Why'd you run away? Tale of Barangarth. There once was a young woman named Marlene and a young man named Bartholomew. Bartholomew was so handsome, no maid could tear his eyes off him. Every maid in the village, from the fairest to the plainest, yearned to win his favour. Marlene too was struck by his beauty and soon fell in love with him, as a love as deep as only a first love can be. This feeling was so overwhelming, Marlene realised she could never live without Bartholomew, yet it was her misfortune that by then Bartholomew already had a wife and a young son. Marlene refused to give in to this misfortune, however, and worked long and hard to convince Bartholomew that she was his one true love. In the end, she succeeded, for women possess the gift of persuasion, and many a man has succumbed to their entreaties. Bartholomew's wife refused to accept his change of heart, but Marlene found a way to deal with this as well. Marlene convinced Bartholomew he must get rid of his wife once and for all, and so he chopped off her head. Everything would have ended well, with the young lovers living happily ever after, had not the crime been witnessed by Bartholomew's 5-year-old son. Marlene saw no other solution than to convince Bartholomew, by now her rightful husband, to dispose of the child like his mother and bury his body next to hers, so that they may be together for all eternity. Yet this time Bartholomew put his foot down and refused to do what Marlene asked of him. "It is one thing to kill my wife, but to kill my child, the fruit of my loins," he said. He only changed his mind when the lad began to speak loudly and frequently about what he had seen, and though Bartholomew could never raise his hand against his firstborn son, he found another way to deal with his problem. While the boy slept, he snuck into his room, lifted him up and set him in a coffin, which he then buried under the apple tree in the yard. After that day, strange things began occurring in the area where the couple lived. The trees lost their leaves and stopped bearing fruit. Folk dwelling nearby were hounded by evil dreams. One by one they fled their homes and farmsteads until only Marlene and Bartholomew were left. One day Marlene dreamt the boy had awoken in his casket and under the apple tree and begun to cry. She yearned to have a child of her own, and such dreams troubled her greatly. She thus took a spade and dug up the coffin. Inside she found the child's body, but his arms and legs were missing. She thought the poor lad must have gnawed them off from wild hunger before he died. The sight of the child's mangled torso so terrified Marlene, she reburied the coffin at once and never said a word about it to her husband. They lived together a great many years afterwards, but theirs was not a good life. Bartholomew had changed. He slowly stopped cherishing Marlene, and then stopped speaking. He hanged himself on the night of the summer solstice, leaving his wife alone with her dreams. Before she died, Marlene dug up the child's coffin one more time. No one knows where she went and what she did with it. Their lands have lain deserted ever since. No plants will grow there, and no birds sing. Wilhelm and Jacob. Jesus. That's the. What the hell is wrong with this? Oh my god. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Oh, bloody bees. Let's leave the bees. Don't want to die by bee. I don't want that to be the last mark. Okay, there's an outhouse here. Okay, I'll leave you to your business. Okay, well that appears to be that. I think what I'll do is we'll take care of maybe these two locations, and then I'll work on those 2 achievements I want to get, and then we'll wrap up for today. So that just leaves a nice little collection down here. So I will see you at this next marker. Alright folks, we're at the Draken Hollow Outpost. Apparently. A quick look around. Oh, so we got a wyvern. How dare you? What the f... Okay, what are you doing? Stop wandering off, will you? Oh my god, I'm gonna need to go to bloody therapy after this. The amount of creatures that have killed me this episode is quite embarrassing. Right, so go to Draken Hollow Outpost. What is in here? Hopefully nothing more that will try to kill me.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
That's it. Is it? Okay, well. We'll get like 2 XP or something. Oh, there was a 2 in it. Still not the amount that I was hoping for, but never mind. Right, so is that it? Draken Hollow Outpost, just this little thing? Okay, I suppose it is. Right then, so we will be taking care of one more location, right over this way, so I'll see when we get there. Okay, so we're at the Kilkerrin Ruins. Before I do anything daft, just make a save. Oh, it's a bandit camp. Right, here we go.
Not good.
Okay, that was actually the last one. I thought there was one more than that, but okay. Elegant letter to be delivered personally to the hands of the Honourable Knight Sir Antoine Fail. Our unusual partnership has brought me enormous pleasure. I trust Sir Knight finds himself in good health. I have catalogued the last shipment of elven sculptures and sold the entire lot at once. As per our agreement, find attached to the bill of accounts for our most recent transactions. Okay, yeah, I'm not reading all that. Sadly, I was unable to finalise the sale of Pietas by Michael Angelic, okay, to Brandon and Co. Incorporated. The company sued for deferment of the sale due to some claimed financial difficulties. Rumours around town claimed the firm's senior partner was robbed in broad daylight by some white-haired sick witcher. But for obvious reasons, I did not agree to prolong the payment period. A messenger with the earnings will present himself at the agreed spot. I impatiently wait the next transport, Yeremin E. Casters. Okay. Oh my word. So many bloody notes. Master Ulrich's orders. To Antoine Fail, clear the elven ruins of all valuable artifacts. Once that's done, put fire to that rubbish heap and burn it to the ground. Regarding your question about the elven manuscripts you discovered, hand over the diagram during the next period of patrols. Our armorsmith will set about deciphering it. Right. I suppose we can have a look around and see if there's anything that we missed. What on earth? Okay. Oh, don't do it. Get out, Jesus Christ. Okay, there's a bit amount going on here. That's got a big drop. Yeah, I'm not risking it. I know what Geralt's like. Bleeding fall damage. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm considering this place to be done. So yeah, I'm going to pick up a couple of rogue achievements, starting with one where you have to own all of the Aetheri armour and weaponry and such. Now, we already have one of them, which, if we have a look in our inventory, is the saddle, the Aetheri stock saddle, which we earned from winning that race against the merchant. We did pick up all the diagrams for the armour kit after doing got from Aetheri's Distant Shores. Now, there are a couple of... I'm not sure if we have to have them all at the same time, like have them all in our possession. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go get all that armour crafted at any blacksmith should be able to do it. And then if we still don't have the achievement, then I'm going to pop back to Upper Mill. So, I'll see you at the craft store.
Need some armor. Take care now.
Okay, so got all that stuff. Apparently, because I've just come up to Crow's Perch, apparently there's actually a marker here, so I'm assuming this is put in with the remaster. We're going to head back to Upper Mill, and we're going to buy a couple of things from the merchants. So he is... It's not this... Oh wait, no, it is that guy.
It is to see.
Thank you. Right, this is what you've got. We should have a saber, and I don't know if we crafted the tunic or not. Don't know if that's what we're currently wearing.
Take care now.
Go.
Are we wearing the tunic? Scale armor. Okay, well, we own it. And then we've got the sword. So what are we missing? Oh, okay.
Take care now.
Go.
Right, that's that then, I guess. Okay, so we own it all now, so we should be able to get it all from basically getting it all crafted, all the diagrams that we purchased, and also everything that you can buy from this guy, and the bracer that you get from winning his race. Okay, so I know we've picked up 2 achievements, but one of them was sort of a natural by effect from us doing side stuff. So I'm going to do one more thing, which is a really weird one, which is to kill 20 cows, and I don't know why that's an achievement. I'm going to find somewhere that has a lot of cows, and I'll see you once we get the achievement. This should be the last lot. So it's 17, 18, 19, 20. Moo-rder, kill 20 cows. Again, I don't have a clue why that's an achievement. Seems pretty cruel. So cruel, in fact, that I'm going to go back to the save I made before I did any of that, because that's not my gig. But yeah, we got 3 achievements today, I suppose. And also I realised this entire time that I've been going back to the same blacksmith and armourer in Novigrad. And I've been missing out on some key, basically, upgrades that I have been owed because I've not been paying attention to the fact that they're underleveled. And so there was plenty of things that I could have got upgraded by a master armourer or a master blacksmith, which could have put me in a lot better of a position for the game, as I am so far at level 40. So yeah, that's fun. So I'll definitely make sure to take full advantage of that in between this episode and the next. Right, well, there's been a bloody lot going on today. I don't know what's going to have changed. I think it's going to be mostly the map, which we can have a look at, of course. So I came to Martin Feuillery's farmstead, if you're interested, as to where the best place to get this is. Obviously, there's a lot of cows in this field. You might have to meditate a bit just so they can all spawn in, because I had to, because none of them were spawning in when I came down first, and then I meditated for an hour and they all popped up. So yeah, we cleared out, we did here, the chapel, we did the bandit camp up here, I believe we did the guarded... No, sorry, first of all, we did the monster nest. What was the monster nest? Oh, it was this one, wasn't it, next to the Garen estate. Bit of the guarded treasure, we did the abandoned site, we came down here somewhere, didn't we? I think it was, yeah, it was Draken Hollow Outpost, we did the monster nest there, and we picked up this bandit camp in Kilkerrin Ruins as well. I think that's everything. And then quests, we have completed 1. We have completed the Cursed Chapel. No level up, even though I feel like more than any other time on this channel I've earned it this time, but nevertheless, we'll save the game there. Alright guys, that's what we're going to do for today. I have no idea how this episode's going to look after editing, because I basically died at about every area that I could have died in this. Well, actually no, I suppose we defeated the spiders, the arachnomorphs, but yeah, I got killed by Well, I spent ages looking how to get into the chapel, and then I died about 50 times at the hands of the golem, and then I died at the wraith's hands, and then I very nearly, like, when I did the cut and I said I was going to go and get that armour crafted, I basically ran into a herd of boars, and they very nearly killed me, and I hadn't saved, so I was like, I'm just going to run away and get to safety. But yeah, so we've cleared out a lot of locations at the very least. I know it may not be the most entertaining episode on the surface, I suppose, no real significant quest developments or anything like that. If you wanted to see me get angry and killed many times, then this is the perfect episode for you. And also, I believe we're completely up to date with the achievements we can get at the moment. There are a couple more that are story related. There's the one more which is to be able to take 7 potions at once without dying, which we need another upgrade for. But yeah, I think we're completely up to date with all that, so that's fantastic. So I believe next time we will jump back into the main story. We'll do, because we've got 2 more main quests left, so I think we'll do this next one, and then we'll finish off the rest of the side stuff, and then we'll complete the final mission. So realistically, hopefully, we should be all done with this DLC within the next couple of episodes, so that'll be pretty interesting. Before I put, let me take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5 patron is Ron Hyler. You can find links to his channel as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And on screen a secret to my £1 patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It is truly appreciated, and it goes a long way on top of the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you're a patron, you can follow in the description down below. You don't have to do that because at the end of the day, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.